started making noise. So everybody, let's join Jesse Arnold and his buddy Curtis Ackerman. Because when indulging in fine geekery, it's always best to bring a friend or two. Everybody loves shooting the shell. Let's start shooting the shell. You're gonna love it now. Let's start shooting the shell. Just might make you say wow. Let's enjoy some fun conversation. We'll be shooting the shell around the nation. Let's start shooting the shell.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to episode 197 of Shooting the Shelf. I'm Jesse. That's Curtis. How are you doing tonight, buddy?
I'm doing great. Just got an awesome picture sent to me as that was running that I would like to share, if that's okay.
Why not?
From the retired Michael Kaspar. He's painting, folks. It's begun.
Ooh.
So, I mean, he is using a dry palette. So we got to give him a little. He's just starting off. So we'll let him use the dry palette for a little bit. We got to get him on the wet palette. But he is. Don't trigger me, Jesse. Don't trigger me. I'm excited because he has now dipped his toes into painting. I can't wait to see what he comes up with. It's gonna be awesome.
Oh,
so
that was a metaphor I was not expecting you to use. Wait, that wasn't a metaphor.
Damn it. Now that's how I'm picturing him painting now.
Toe painting.
Damn it.
It's getting
finger painting are only worse.
There was brown paint in the palette, but red paint on the figure.
I think it was black paint in the palette. I think he was painting the black parts, maybe. I don't know. All I know is he's painting, and that's cool. Anytime that we get more people painting, it's awesome.
Yes, indeed. Well, we've got a lobby full of friends out in the live chat, Curtis.
Yeah.
And Mike, congratulations. I'm happy to see you're doing it. I'm happy that you're diving into your retirement and, pursuing some things of a creative nature. That makes me really happy. Yeah, I can't wait to see what else you do.
Absolutely. All right, let's see who we have out there. First, we have Dave Workin, says welcome. We've got Crom 316 out there. I painted, actually, baby, can you grab me that skull thing that I painted today so I can show Mark? Huh? Yeah. It should be out over here. I just clear coated it. It's over by the back door. So, painted a piece for Mark that he is going to have available. So I'll show that. We've got Blake, aka Recon Rage, here. So it says, "Hope you all are having an amazing holiday weekend." Absolutely. Freaks Figures is here. So here we go. That is a skull flag banner thing that I picked up from Mark. Let me actually embiggen myself for just a second because there's I use this like cracking paint on the base there. Looks really nice for the dirt and mud. So pretty happy with how that came out. So thank you, Mark. Appreciate that piece. And everybody, if you're wanting one of those, hit up Mark and he'll help you out. So we have IM is here. Welcome, sir. His brother's birthday is tomorrow. We got Trevor and Nate Strong both having birthdays tomorrow. So along with the holiday and all that kind of good stuff, make sure you send those guys a happy birthday.
I thought Trevor's birthday was Friday.
No, he was saying on Thursday, he was saying that on Monday he couldn't play D&D because it's his birthday. So, but then we were saying early happy birthdays to them. But we will be doing something for Allegiance Quest tomorrow. I don't know what time yet. and it's not going to be like an actual D&D episode
session. Yeah,
it's going to be like something else, but more to come. Somebody will plan something. So there you go.
I got you. If Joe doesn't, I've got you.
Okay. Josh Brown Customs is here. Just Josh Brown Toys. We've got Amir Kaspar in the chat as well as painting. We got James Studio Sasamudio. J Mac is here. We also have Dub3 who joined us in the customizing studio today. He was working on a Dio, which is looking fantastic, that he also picked up from Mark. So we've got Stacy Lin here, the number one reason to go to CarverCon. We've got William Husted in the chat. We have Brian Lynn, who's about a number 17 reason, I think, to go to CarverCon. So I have to check my math on that, but I'm pretty sure that's accurate.
Do you want to see a teaser of something I'm working on for CarverCon or later in the show?
Sure. Did you know it's 48 days away? He says right here.
I did not know that until that comment came up, but I'll save it for later. We'll save it for the end of the show.
Okay. Now that's all they're going to be able to think about. You should just show it now.
All right, fine.
All right.
Keep going.
While he's doing that, we got Jesse Marshall here. Ty is here. We've got Paul Morales, Jen, aka Lucky Sprinkles. We have T Whistler here. Ryan Caldwell, Darla Ackerman. I know her. She's right over there. She was over here. She was trying to go up the stairs, but she's now firmly right over there. J Lo Fidelity, who is also painting in the customizing studio today. We have Kevin McCoy, who is the producer for Mod Squad, was working hard yesterday and will be working hard tomorrow because there's another episode of Mod Squad / Art by Ackerman crossover for Memorial Day. We will be getting up tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Eastern, and doing some painting for anybody that has the holiday off and wants to join us for some painting. What do you got there, Jesse?
It's a little something I'm working on.
Is it a bulletin board?
No, it's not a bulletin board.
Are you making a graph of all the different reasons to go to CarverCon?
Yes, that's it.
Okay. Just make sure 17 is Brian's number. So
okay.
We have G here. Oh, unenbigging you. We have G here who did not join us in the customizing studio, and there were several people that said fuck G in the customizing studio today. I was not one of them, but I'm just saying he did not join us in the comments. He didn't join us on screen, and some people, I'm not gonna say who, but some people said fuck G in the customizing studio.
Said it just now.
Well, yeah, but I just wanted to let him know. So maybe next week he can join us. I don't know. We have Faisal here who had an amazing announcement recently that him and Elijah are doing a show together. They're going to be doing a new show, and I believe it airs next Saturday is the first episode. So I've already let him know what my availability is. So. We got Michael Morales here, Cincy John, Hey ZHL, Sig Toy Arts is here. We have Kyle Robinson, who was in the customizing studio with us today. Yes, that's true. It can't rain all the time. That's a fact. We got New to Mythics, which is Schmerber here. I was watching their most recent Legion Kings before this and just getting riled up because, man, they were... Omar, normally me and Omar were like, boom, like we see eye to eye, but Omar had some hot takes that were just really, really bad, like really bad. Yeah. Tanya McCoy is here. She will be with us tomorrow painting for Memorial Day. So once again, if anybody wants to join us, let us know. Fog and Fantasy is here. Let's see. We have... we got this, Jesse.
Kevin M. Boots with a $4.99 super chat. Frostbow.
Are we supposed to know what that means?
I think I know what that means.
What does that mean?
It means frostbow.
Oh, but why are we saying it?
I don't know.
Okay. Hank G51 is here and scrolling. G says he's hurt. I'm sorry. I don't know why they said it, but yeah, you can join us next week and let us know not to say that. And then I think that's everybody. So
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Now that we're a half hour into the show, let's start the next 75-minute segment after we bring our guest on.
You're exaggerating a lot right now. I don't like
Really?
Bumblebee, Jesse.
Bumblebee?
Yeah, with your stripes on your head.
What bumblebee do you know is green and blue?
I don't know, but when you're wearing the lighter striped headpiece, you're nicer. When you're wearing the darker one, it's like
This
evil.
is the only one.
I don't think so. I think you got a lighter colored one.
I just have my lights on today.
I don't know. For some reason, you're just kind of you got like this aura of anger on you right now.
I'm not angry.
I don't know, man. Oh, hey, we were supposed to mention though, with all these friends that you said that we have, that we've got episode 200 coming up, and if they wanted to record a clip for us for that show, wait, were you making the first O with your mouth and the second one with your hand?
I was, yeah, and then I realized what that looked like.
Somebody clip that and send it to PGG.
But
if you want to record a little clip for us, make sure it's 2 minutes or less, because otherwise it won't let us upload it to StreamYard. But if you want to record a little clip, send it to Jesse, because I'm irresponsible, and he will make sure that we have that ready to play on our 200th episode, which you're not going to want to miss, because it's going to be a lot of giveaways too.
We told everyone last night to send them to you.
Yeah, but I'm not going to do that. So,
okay.
I'll just forward it to
me,
you,
because my computer can't handle it. Actually, I seem to be fine tonight. So
actually, you guys can send it to me. I'm just kidding. I can upload it. It's not a big deal. So, but yeah, and we'll have some special guests on. Who knows what we're gonna do? I don't know, but we're gonna do some giveaways. It's gonna be a lot of fun. So, you know what I'm thinking? Okay, I know it's been a while. We haven't brought Brian on yet, but I was also thinking of going through all the episodes and trying to like put little tick marks next to everybody's appearance and see who's been on the show the most times. If you had to guess, just off the top of your head, who would you think has been on the show more than anybody? Besides us, obviously me and you, but
I'd probably say either Joe G or Sean.
Yeah, I would say probably Joe G. But then there's some reoccurring, like we have the Euro Boys on a few times.
Yeah.
David Williams been on a few times. We got Faisal and Elijah has been on. So it'll be interesting. But I'm gonna go through, because it's not just the guests, because sometimes we've had other people join in with them like mid show. I'm gonna have to like look into the episodes. But I'm gonna actually do some work for the show and try to figure out who has the most appearances. Maybe we'll do a top 10 guests in the first 200 episodes of Shooting the Shelf. So, sound good?
I mean, hey, as long as I don't have to do anything for it, yeah.
Jesse said he's easy.
Well, let's act that out. Let's act that out real quick, and then we'll bring our guest on.
Why are we talking like this?
I thought you wanted to.
No, I don't want to.
Suit yourself. I'm easy.
All right. There you
go.
Natural.
I don't know what that's in regard to. Sig, I think my brain's just not. I think I'm on too much of an East Coast wavelength to keep up with you tonight.
But we do have a show tonight, regardless of what people thought a few weeks ago when we were going to get canceled, but we didn't get canceled. So we still have a show, and who we got?
Let's put your digital hands together in a warm round of applause for our guest tonight, the one and only Brian Ramos.
Woo!
How's it going, everybody? Sir? Hello, thank you for having me on.
We love having you on. It's awesome. So Thank you for bearing with us for the first 15 minutes of the show while we did absolutely nothing.
Hey, I was having a good time listening to all that. So
We're not
good.
very organized or good at what we do. So
I literally can't even type the name of the restaurant on our show. It said YouTube rejected my comment. It means they think it's spam.
all right. Well, Brian, at the start of the show, we do a little thing called shelf selections, which is where Jesse and I saw some things on Instagram this week that inspired us. And we like to share it here so that folks can follow these folks and make their Instagram feed cooler, and they can also be inspired. But before we do that, Jesse has his hand up.
One of mine is not from Instagram.
You motherfucker. You know the rules. Damn it.
Hey, we're supposed to have 4 pictures each. That was the rules. And
those are antiquated rules back before Instagram changed things. You know that. So, all right, here we go. Let's see what we got. First one is one of mine. And pulled up 2 pictures here because the first one here is like the one that you see when you go to the post. But obviously there's been some, computer modifications and stuff. And then the other one is the raw photo. So I wanted to include both of them here. Either one, I think, looks amazing regardless. I just think this is a really cool shot done by 97_parsecs_photography. This looks really cool. So, Brian, turn it over to you.
Yeah, I really dig it. That's amazing. I suck at taking photos. I do my best, but hey, I'll learn someday.
Jesse?
This is great. Yeah, I like that he put up, the modified shot and the raw shot, so you can see exactly what he did to the shot. And I think that's really interesting because, so many people are like, oh, just use AI to alter your photo, blah, 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 blah. But like, you can see the only thing really like manipulated some of the color, like the brightness settings, and like added that little bit of fog or whatever in mist or whatever down at the bottom. Everything else is in the shot. And, I think that's really cool. Like, it takes talent beyond just typing in a prompt, at least in my opinion.
For sure. We did have Mr. C jump in. He is, I think, the number 3 or 4 reason to go to CarverCon this year. Way ahead of Brian. And then we also had Eduardo de Jesus popped in. So welcome, gentlemen. Next is one of Jesse's picks.
This is the one not from Instagram because, unlike Curtis, I don't feel the need to badger people into opening an account if they don't have one. I did look. I checked his Facebook profile to see if there was a link to an Instagram. I did a search for him on Instagram.
Did you even message him and ask him if he has an Instagram?
No, that's the badgering part. I don't know Jim personally, so like I didn't feel the need to do that.
He's an amazing quarterback. He almost won 1 of 4 Super Bowls, but he ended up losing them all.
This one I really liked because it's very similar to the one we had last week where Bodvar was catching a salmon or a fish jumping up the river. And here we have Koi with the waterfall and everything. And I just thought it was a really great moment. The splash, the water spray is really cool. I really think it's a really fun photo.
Brian?
Yeah, I agree. It's a really nice pick. I actually really love that figure, that Koi figure. I actually bought 3 of them at Legion's Con last year, and I've opened 1, and I still have 2 of them that I haven't opened. And I've seen a lot of people customize them and change the colors. It's an amazing figure.
Yeah, great figure, great shot. Unfortunately, it's not going to make my Instagram feed any cooler because it's not on Instagram. So go and follow the Cabal. I guess I don't know what to tell you to do here, but yeah, good shot. It's very cool.
If anyone out there knows Jim Kelly, or if Jim Kelly happens to watch this, if you have an Instagram, let us know, tag us, or start one and put it up there. Because if you're going to do more stuff like this, we'd love to see it over on Instagram.
There you go. Beautiful. If this is truly outdoor and not some sort of really elaborate setup inside, that is a really cool spot that he found for a picture. If it is a setup inside, that's a really cool dio and setup to have for photography. Either way, pretty cool. Next is one of mine. This is from Toy Immersion. And I just thought this was badass. Not really much more to it. Obviously, you got some Carver Customs lights in here, which is mandatory for this segment as well as toy photography in general. You have to have Carver lights. And this figure just looks badass. On this throne and nice little dio setup and everything. So looking cool. Brian?
I agree. It looks amazing. I have a lot of respect for toy photography. I mean, the setup and the things that people could do with these diodes and accessories. It's amazing.
Jesse?
I love this shot. I love the posture. Yeah, the pose and the posture of the Urxa Chirel nymph figure here. Just kind of that doesn't care and is ready to either take your head off or have her guards do it or something. Yeah, like you said, total badass, amazing photo, and I love the colors. And I saw someone calling these the pale skinned orcs someone for their own personal, or they're calling them like moon orcs or something like that, because with the gladiator build and stuff and with her head, I was like, that's kind of a fun take.
I kind of picture on the backside of this photo is like in Game of Thrones, where they have like the king is sitting on a throne and like they're bringing in all the people to like ask for a bunch of shit that they know they're not going to get. And she's just sitting there like listening to all of them like bitch about the things that they want, and she's not going to give it to them. She doesn't care.
I believe they call that holding court.
There you go. That thing. Next is one of Jesse's.
This is from one of our buddies over in, I think in Germany, but somewhere over in Europe, Dio_arts_AK, with some pop and swaps on the Broder there and Neve. I just thought it was a fun shot. I like the setup with the drawbridge action going on there. I just thought it was a fun, playful shot.
Brian?
I really dig it. That figure is actually really good too. The Neve. I have a couple of her too, and I've only opened one, but I have like 3 of them.
Yeah, she's awesome. I feel like I'm going to get attacked by the lair here on this one, but I haven't opened my Broder yet. I need to. But yeah, this looks really cool. So good job. Next is one of my picks. This is Toy Mirth. And this is real fire, folks. This is not like an AI generated fire around his figure. Like, he literally set up a bunch of sticks, put some lighter fluid on it, lit it on fire with the figure inside, and took photos. So you can go to the Instagram and you can see the behind the scenes like reel that he did. So yeah, Ghost Rider with real fire over on Toy Mirth. Fucking badass. That is like, that's metal to just not give a shit and put your figure in fire. I'm like, all right, dude, you made a shelf selection. So
I'd say it's more like plastic or wood, but yeah, metal works too.
Yeah, exactly. Brian?
I did also see that one. I believe it was this week, and I thought it was amazing what he did with those. How he plays the sticks around the setup and lit the figure on fire. If only the movies were as good as that.
Right. Jesse?
For a second, I thought this was the head you were working on in the studio this past week, or in with the Mod Squad, and then I realized it's not. But yeah, this is epic. This is a phenomenal shot, and way to, like you said, yeah, I'll agree with you. It's metal to just throw your plastic toy in front of fire and get the shot. It's killer.
What he didn't show was the backside of it when he was freaking out and grabbing the fire extinguisher to put all this out before his figure melted to shit. I would have loved to see that part of it. But the setup looked cool too. So next is one of Jesse's. Ooh.
This one was a little bit of a pandering to Curtis. This is the picture _ I don't know. When they have other people in there, it's hard to tell. But search the underscore picture underscore DU, and I'm sure you'll find it. This is that Master Wang figure, and just like without his cloak and
Dungeon.
hat. Huh?
Dungeon.
Oh, the picture Dungeon. Okay.
Yeah.
And I just, just seeing the kind of the white Siberian tiger coloring on the sky in like a snowy forest, whether it's real or not, I don't like. The shot is cool, like the image is cool, and that's a really fun figure.
Yeah, that is pretty awesome. I love that. Man, that's amazing. I was not following this account. I am now, and it looks like they've got some really good toy photography. So that should be fun seeing, all the different stuff that they've got. But this is an amazing shot. I love this. Kind of all this at the same time. I'm a little like disappointed, not in anything with this, but I was going to paint like a snow tiger head this weekend. I had a print of a tiger that I was going to paint, and like the print was so shitty. Like it had print lines in it that were so bad that I ended up having to throw it away. There was like no salvaging it, but I was going to paint something like this. And now like I'm kind of sad that I wasn't able to paint that, but at the same time, this looks super awesome. And even though I have the alternate color of this figure, I might have to go out and get this now because this is amazing. And I think that's the best compliment you can give somebody who does toy photography is if it makes you want to buy the figure. And this makes me want to buy this figure. So
I agree.
What was that, Jesse?
I was gonna say I have the white one, so maybe we trade.
Oh, I would absolutely trade you. Yeah, for sure.
All right, we'll talk after the show.
That's a done deal. Beautiful. Brian?
I agree. It's an amazing shot. Yeah, the tiger. Any figure with tigers, I love them. I have the original. The original colors. I don't have that one, but it's a nice figure. It's phenomenal.
Fantastic. Next is one of mine. This was a new account for me. This is Nix _collectibles. This is using, I believe it was Hot Toys, Doc Ock, and Spider-Man. And I just thought this was a cool idea for a shot where you've got him. He's got the extended arms and the claws like just around Spider-Man's head, just holding him there. He's kind of blurred out in the front, but you can see him. I just thought the setup in this and everything I thought was really cool. So, Brian?
I love the shot. Actually, Spider-Man 2 is my favorite from the Raimi series. So I right away when I saw it, I just loved it.
Good choice. Jesse?
Yeah, I was like, why is Curtis sending me like stills from movies here? Yeah, this is a fantastic shot. Amazing, just like the soft focus on, I don't know if that's the right term, for Ock up front with Spider-Man being like sharp, and then the bridge blurry in the background. It really gives you that depth. It feels straight up out of the movie. So kudos to the manufacturers of the toys themselves and this killer shot.
Yeah. Hold on a second. Would you say the juxtaposition of the two figure? No, I thought I'd be able to. This one's Jesse's.
So this is Evil Matter dot photography. One of the coolest photos I've ever seen of a Storm figure. Again, I don't know about the background, but just the shot itself, the pose with the color effect, like the lighting of the lightning. It just really, really pops for me in this one. I thought it was really cool.
Yeah, it looks like on the behind the scenes, it's like an LCD monitor behind the figure that's just on a figure stand. So, cool. Yeah, pretty normal setup. It looks like if anything, they just kind of photoshopped out the stand that's holding her. Yeah, this looks really neat. I like it. Is this a Marvel Legend, or what? Do we know what this figure is?
Yeah, it's the I'm pretty sure it's the Marvel Legend. I know they did a couple versions of the reissue, like on the retro style card before they did the 97 one. So
okay.
I don't know which one it is, but
Oh yeah, it says wish Hasbro would give her a wired cape though. So
Yeah.
nice. All right, Brian.
I dig it. I can hear X-Men 97 voiceover all over that picture.
Yep. Going back to this picture, I think the word that Jesse was looking for was the geometricness of it, which is a new word that Jay invented in the customizing studio today. So geometricness. All right, this is my next one. This is Maverick's Phantasmagoria. And you know, Maverick just continues to amaze with pop and swaps that shouldn't work, but they do. This one is using, you know, a bunch of Legions parts as well as parts from the new legendary Meta Travelers line. And it just looks awesome. Like, this just feels very Boba Fett, very bounty hunter. You know, just like some of this armor has been gathered up over time and stuff. I don't know. It really worked for me. I thought this was awesome setup. And I don't know what this is that he's taking the photo inside of. But it looks awesome. Like whatever thing this is, whether it's a photo box or a dio setup or whatever, it's just like very techy and cool looking. So
looks like something you would put down like in a truck bed or something.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but it's cool. Jesse?
This is cool. I love the parts combinations, the posing. I really like those. What did you say they were? The Meta Traveler's arms on that. Like, I think it adds like a cool like bulkiness to the armor. Yeah, this is yeah. He's always killing it with pops and swaps, and this one is no exception.
Even like the cape, like he used one cape from a Meta Traveler figure and one from a Legions figure and kind of layered them on top of each other. Like it's just super cool stuff. Brian, thoughts on this one?
Yeah, I'm on the same page as you guys. It's a very good pop and swap. Everything that's there just works, and I agree with Curtis. The background is amazing. Whatever it is, we probably should reach out and find out what he is.
it is super cool looking. I did want to quickly. So these are the figures that he used parts from. ATL 25, Sphexian Mineworker, Tusk Heavy Gunner, Hylor Kryn, Thraxian Hunter, Agcha, Meta Travelers, Siberius Kane, Meta Travelers Spite Usurper. Sorry. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different figures that he pulled parts from and put this together with.
So what you're saying is this is at least a $300 figure with no
correct
painting or customized pieces in it.
And can you imagine the leftover carnage around his desk from you know, you take parts from 8 figures and you throw this together and then you're just left with 8 figures worth of shit on your desk.
I imagine there's 7 more figures that we have a chance to potentially see on this awesome background.
There you go. Right. So next one is one of Jesse's.
This one has been sitting in my folder for weeks, from Nutty_Bacas, Bacaz. I don't know how to say it. King Ghidorah, love it. I love the atmosphere, you know, like there's a helicopter or something flying up at it with that bright spotlight, and you got the other 2 heads kind of hidden in the shadow. It's really cool, and it makes me want to watch kaiju movies.
Awesome. Brian?
I agree that the image is phenomenal, and it also reminds me that we're getting a dragon this year, so thank goodness for that.
Yep. I mean, well, early next year, but yeah. Soonish. So this looks really great. I mean, the figure itself looks cool, but like the way that it's shot here, with the different, you know, like the buildings and the smoke and stuff, it feels very real. Like this feels like it's out of a monster movie. So really well done. Nice job. Nutty Bake is doing some good stuff. I think he's the one that's doing a lot of underwater stuff too, right? Because I saw one this week where he had done one, like he actually like is like jumping in the water with his toys, and he had like a Godzilla, and he like put it in the water and had it like swimming in the water like you would see Godzilla do in some of the movies, and like is taking a picture underwater, which I didn't put on here as a shelf selection, but just here, I'll just embiggen myself real quick. Maybe if I can find my cursor, like that, just, you know, just going in the water and fucking taking pictures and shit. So like here he is, just kind of like, I don't know, man. That's just fucking cool. That's just that, you know, all this stuff that we talk about, whether it's photography, customizing, you know, dial work, whatever, it's playing with your toys and having fun. And it's just cool shit. And the fact that you can get stuff like this out of it and look super professional is awesome. But at the same time, you're just playing and having fun. So next is one of mine. This one we've had several times in the past. I think it's been a little bit since we've had one from Tiny Temper 1999. But this was super cool. I saw it, had to pull this up, this saber-tooth head that he did. I just love when he does like human faces, all the depth and the color and the blush areas and the shaded area, like where there's stubble and like all of that. It's so fantastic. He just does such a good job. So, and then even the hair, like blonde hair or, you know, yellowish hair, like it's not the easiest to paint, to try to get like the shades and the highlights and stuff. But this looks really good. So fantastic job, Brian.
I'm speechless, man. That looks amazing. That's like a Hot Toy level paint job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesse?
This is great. It always, like, my brain does not process this as a toy like fast enough. I'm like, why is Curtis sending me pictures of people? And I was like, oh, we do cosplay stuff. And I'm like, no, that's a sculpt. That's yeah, the personality in the sculpt work on this head is fantastic. And yeah, the detail, especially like you said, the textures of the skin tones and like the different shades of the skin and the hair, yeah, it's phenomenal.
So good. Next is one of Jesse's.
So again, another one I've had sitting on my pile for a while. That rhymes. Toy Mirth. I actually got to see this. This billboard was an actual physical prop. It's that they had made it was at Steph Detour's table at the ToyCon New Jersey last month.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I loved seeing. Of course, it's got the K-pop Demon Hunters up there, and then Miles and Gwen from the Spider-Verse because it's the same animation studio. And you know, we've got snuck in a couple Ghost of Christmas Past lanterns there and everything. I just thought it was really fun, and that piece was big. Like those figures are to scale on that thing. Like it was a massive billboard, like Dio prop. But yeah, it was really cool, and I just finally got the chance to slide it in this week.
Awesome. Brian?
I dig it, but it's also reminding me that Sony left us with a cliffhanger into Spider-Verse. So what's up with that? Can we get another movie, please?
Well, this shot I think is actually in the trailer. There's a shot like this where I think they reference K-pop Demon Hunters on a billboard with Miles and Gwen. So at least we've got a trailer that it's coming.
All right.
Very cool. This is fantastic, man. I love this shot. Those figures look great in front of that billboard. The you know, bringing those two properties together, I wouldn't have thought about. And then just having like the little street lights there and the buildings alongside it. Like, yeah, this is really, really well done. Like nice job. And we both had a Toy Mirth picture in this episode. So very cool. Next is one of my picks. It would not be a shoot in the shelf week, a shelf selection week, without some Spider-Man from me, because Mess Toys is killing it, folks. If you do not own a Mess Toy Spider-Man, what are you doing with your life? They're $35 and they're fucking amazing. It's the best thing that you could buy right now. This is a mix of some, I believe some CT Toy as well as Mess Toy in here from Gregorius. You Hartoyo. Don't know. I probably said that really bad, but there you go. It's up there at the top if you guys want to follow it. This was a new account for me. I am following Mess Toys, so all these people that like post something, they tag Mess Toys, it pops up for me. And this is one I saw, and I thought it was absolutely fantastic. Another kind of into the Spider-Verse kind of feel with all of these different Spider-Men on here, and the on the top of the building, the light coming through the clouds and all that. And these things just look absolutely amazing. But once again, folks, if you got $35, $40 and you want an absolutely amazing figure, go get yourself a Mess Toy Spider-Man. You will not regret it. Brian?
I agree. The photo is fantastic. The lighting, everything about it is awesome. And also, I'm a big fan of Alex Ross art, and I believe that's his design there in the corner on the bottom.
Oh, nice. Very cool. Jesse?
Yeah, Spider-Man, you always see a lot of really great like night shots, especially with like some of the newer characters, because the colors are so vibrant and pop so much. Getting to see it in this kind of like dawn or sunset moment, a golden hour kind of thing, with the sun just popping up and giving color to not just the figures but the city and the Dio and stuff is really fun. Like you said earlier, people having fun with their toys. I like the moody and brooding stuff like that Chirel one from earlier. But when you can get me something with a lot of color that feels right, that's just top tier. And killer poses, killer poses.
Yeah, for sure. And last one for the day.
So this is from Little Plastic Heroes _ I believe. I don't know if I don't know what this figure is. I think it's a custom. I don't, or it's a third party. I don't think it's the Hot Toys. I could be wrong. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, but it doesn't look like the Hot Toys figure because I feel like I see joints and stuff on there. But yeah, it's Jinx on. I don't know what this bike is from. I have no idea. It's just fun. I love me some Jinx and Arcane characters. Don't come at me, League of Legends fans. That's what I know him from. Yeah, I just think it's really cool, and I like the clever hiding of the. I'm assuming it's a hiding of the support for the bike under the street, like the parking cone.
So the Instagram post says my custom 1/12 scale Jinx. So there you go. Awesome custom.
Okay.
Wow.
That looks amazing. This is a great shot. Yeah, looks fantastic, and that figure looks awesome. If they had a 1/12 scale Jinx out there like this, I know a lot of people that would be lined up to buy it. So, yeah. Brian?
It's a very well done figure. I wouldn't even guess it was a custom until you mentioned it. It reminds me a lot of the Cyberpunk game that I still haven't finished yet. But it's a very good picture, very well done.
Yep. Yeah, I told Jay I wasn't going to do one of his photos this week because fuck Jay. He's been on here for like the last 6 weeks. He's been overachieving like a motherfucker, painting everything under the sun and then showing it in the sun. He's doing too much sun stuff. And so I said, no shelf selections for Jay this week. So I don't care. I don't care what he did.
Chat,
so
just between us, chat. Jay, you keep doing you, buddy. Don't stop. Don't dim your light for anyone.
Fuck you, Jay. All right. And that is it for shelf selections. So see, not 75 minutes. It was only 30 minutes total. We wasted 15 just, talking to people at the beginning of the show. So, all right, relax. Yeah. Yeah, Jay is also known as Dead Air now. So, we're in the studio today. And sometimes you get that StreamYard glitch where somebody can't hear another person. So Carlo couldn't hear Jay. So Jay's like full on in the middle of talking, telling a story. And Carlo's like, well, since there's dead air, I guess I'll talk about this. It was just funny because it sounded like he was just telling Jay that he's dead air. So he changed his name to that. So that was awesome. And we got Sean McLaughlin jumped in, says, love that bike. Sucks it's $100, but I'll be getting it soon. I don't even know what that's from. Do you know where that bike's from?
I don't know for sure. It looks to me like when I was looking up that Fog Toys, that girl with like that like walker bike thing.
Yeah.
I got other people were doing pictures of.
Mhm.
I feel like that there was another one with like another vehicle type thing with like a guy rider, and I think it was this bike, but I could be wrong. But it looks similar, like style.
This is the kind of shit I want from Cosmic Legions.
Yeah.
Like I want little like one person vehicle type things, some robots, some like cybernetic part people, like like stuff like that.
That's
for sure.
This is going to become my next Cosmic vehicle.
And I'm sure that'll come out great. I mean, but I want to see what Treadaway's version of a one person vehicle would look like in spacey stuff, spacey things. So, Brian, how are you doing, sir?
I'm doing all right. Thank you for asking. How about you guys? How you doing?
Doing most excellent. So what you been up to?
A lot of work. I'm a new father, so I have a 1-year-old now, so that's keeping me busy. And then when he's at daycare, that's when I go downstairs to play.
Nice. You been doing much painting lately?
Yeah, not as much as I was doing before. I was doing pretty like 3 to 4 heads every so often. But then I realized I'm getting way ahead of myself. I had too many. I actually started to toss some of the ones I didn't like because I had so many. And I have a lot that aren't done. So I like to like support everyone as much as I can, within the funds that I'm available to spend. So I actually stopped buying some pieces. So because I have so many, I have to catch up with some of the stuff I have already. So, and I realized that I buy a lot of parts and I do nothing with them. So I decided, let me start using up some of these parts, and because they're just sitting there. So I've been trying to build some customs. Just so I can, say that I worked on the pile and I have a reason to go out and buy more stuff from people. So
very cool. Yeah, I know. I a lot of times I won't see anything for a little bit, like on the Instagram or something. But then I do mail call on Friday with Blake, and he often will show stuff that he got from you. Like he's like, oh, I got this one for Brian. I got this one for Brian. Like. He definitely is a huge fan of your work. So he's definitely talking your stuff up all the time. So
yeah, Blake is a very, very good dude. I'm glad we're friends. I mean, he's helped me through a lot of rough times. So I definitely owe him a very special custom that I'm working on.
Very cool.
But I'll show that to him at Legions Con. I'm not gonna post it. I'm just gonna give it to him.
Nice.
Oh, cool.
What part of the country are you located in?
I'm in upstate New York.
Okay, gotcha. I was gonna ask if you were gonna make it to the Pac Northwest meetup, but that's like on the far other side of the country for you. So
yeah, actually, I have vacations around that time too, so I would have loved to attend and support the activity because I know Blake did a lot of work with that. So
yeah, he's got I think. As of today, it's 20 days away. So 20 days Pac Northwest meetup and 48 days for CarverCon. Got a lot of really cool stuff coming up from folks that, in areas of the country that we didn't have anything last year, right? Like last year there was nothing in that northern, northwestern area. There was nothing in Ohio. And now all of a sudden we've got like 2 really cool things being put together by people in the community. It's not, not toy companies or something like that. Like it's just fans that are like, hey, I'd like to see something in my area and doing the work to put it together. And that's pretty awesome. So, Legion's
meetups are starting to become like Blackpink in your area. Sorry.
So is that the next convention that you're going to make it to is Legion's Con, or do you have something else on the horizon?
Yeah, so we have a local con here at my home state, and I like to go there to see what all the artists are working on. So I'm actually going to get a table there so I can try to offload a lot of my extra figures.
Hmm.
Because there are other vendors there, not enough toy vendors. It's mostly arts and crafts and stickers, posters and things like that. So I actually have a very poor tendency to overspend on action figures, and I buy a lot of extras. And I say to myself, well, if I buy it now, I'll save myself some money later.
Yeah, it
But
will be when it's more expensive. I've got it at the
yeah,
good price. Yeah.
yeah. So I actually when I do my pre-orders, I actually reserve like two or three depending on. I've been a little bit more selective this time with
Hmm.
the bodies. Like for this, I've been playing with this one this whole time we've been talking. So I
That's
actually
a
got
good
a
one.
few of these. I really love the parts that it came with. So something like this, I would buy like three or four of, and then I'll justify it in my head, saying, "Well, those are good parts to make customs with."
Right.
Uh, they'll just kind of sit in a tub. So now I'm like, okay, well, my my area is getting a little crowded with all these figures. What am I gonna do with them? So I'll take them over to the, I sell them at whatever I paid for it, just to get them out the house. And maybe introduce more people within my area to mythic legions and cosmic legions.
Very cool. What date is that show and what's the name of the show?
It's usually in September.
Hmm.
Uh, Geez, I can't remember the name of it. Uh,
Well, as
I
it
can't
gets
remember off the
closer,
top
if
of my
if
head.
if you want us to promote it, like just for people that are in that area and stuff that might want to go,
Mhm.
like let us know and we'll throw a thing up here on the show to so people can know that it's there.
Yeah,
So,
the name just completely poofed. I mean, I had a very long day at work. My employees just drive me crazy today. I'm like that. Part of the reason why I do what I do is to try to relieve all the stress that I
yeah,
bring
yeah,
home. So,
to totally
um,
get that.
but I
Uh,
appreciate you sharing that.
Yeah, yeah. Just shoot us a picture or date or time or whatever, and we'll definitely throw that up there because I know we've got some people that are in that New York, New Jersey area, and they may want to pop in. Josh Brown Toys says Brian will have some stuff at CarverCon. I'll make sure of it. So so there you go. So you
uh,
will be represented apparently.
yeah, that reminds me. I still have a box that I still am putting together. And I keep looking at the stuff I'm making, and I keep, I say to myself, I want to keep it, but I don't have the space for it. And if I do keep it, then the stuff that
Mhm.
I do make, I don't have space for that. So I'm getting to a point where it's just like I'm really just doing it for the painting, just to get my mind off of things and stress and stuff like that, and whatever I can do with the stuff, and maybe trades or whatever. Stuff like that's what I'm gonna be focusing on. But
Yeah, for sure. I you were talking about that Thraxian body. One of the things that we were talking about this past week on Offworld, obviously there was the new announcement for the Reinforcements 3, which we're going to hear about this upcoming Friday. And one of the things that came up on that show is we were talking about like how cool it would be if we got a Legion builder priced like Ninian, like with that Thraxian torso where it's got that mid cut, but it was like all black, like maybe flat black with some parts that are glossy black. Like that would be, when you talk about like picking up extra figures and stuff, like something like that would be pretty freaking awesome.
I would love for them to do that. Wishful thinking, right?
Yeah.
Because I would love. Actually, the Valak body is the most that I bought. I think I bought probably 30 or 40 of those bodies just to pull the the black limbs off of it. So I
Yep.
got a ton of torsos at the bottom. So yeah, it's I just find it much easier to paint over those for whatever the reason. But yeah, I would love to see what the reinforcement waves are going to come up with. That last one was pretty sweet. I actually have a ton of those.
Yeah, I mean
Um,
the black limbs are amazing. So whatever we get, I hope that there's some black in it because because even if you don't paint it, like it just acts as shadow, like it
mhm.
just works super well. But what are there anything that you're hoping for in the reinforcements, or that you think that we're going to get that, this upcoming Friday?
I as I started to kind of dig through all the parts, because I have so many, I noticed that there's a lot of parts we haven't got a lot of, like man, the Demistros piece that goes in the front. I don't see a lot of that. I
Like
would
the
like
the
to see
loin piece?
yeah, I would like to see
Hmm.
a little bit more of that, because it is a good piece. I actually put it on actually on this. Sorry.
Oh, you're fine.
This,
Oh, yeah.
so I would like
Yeah,
to
that's
see
cool.
more of that, and I would like to see maybe some new parts introduced. I mean, I'm pretty amazed with the amount of parts we've gotten already. I mean, the parts
Hmm.
library is getting so crazy that it's hard to keep track of them. And some of the pieces that were in the original figures, I'm starting to realize that they're becoming a little bit, obsolete, for lack of better terms, because I can't seem to find them anymore, and
Hmm.
I'm almost tempted to keep some of that stuff, because it's like preservation,
Hmm.
because I was using them for customs, but now I'm like, okay, I may not see that piece again, so I might want to hold on to it. Like the four horsemen, or was it the sword horseman?
Hmm.
I believe it's called. I
Hmm.
have not seen that since I bought that the larger figure it came with. I can't remember the name.
Equidron.
The
Equidron.
Equidron. Yeah.
Yeah. So I would love to see a figure with that sword, so we can see it back in rotation. And the sword that came with the two-pack, the lion character, I can't remember the name off the top of my head right now.
Atlas 2?
Yeah, the villain that comes with the
Gorgo?
Oh, the Aether
Oh, the
Blade.
Gorgo.
Aether
Yeah,
Blade?
so that sword, I would love to see more of that floating around. I think I actually saw someone selling that sword at one point before that set came out. It was almost $50 to $100 just
Yeah.
for the sword. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah,
Uh,
Gideon's sword was like that until Gideon 2 came out. The Heaven's Brand sword, like that one
mhm.
was pretty expensive as well. Well, this is reinforcements 2. So we kind of looked at this on Friday, but um in we've had 2 reinforcement waves, but we've also, in between the 2 reinforcement waves, we had the deluxe Legion builder wave. So if you kind of look at the 3 of those together, and like as the Legion buildery waves that we've gotten, each one has had a dwarf, each one has had a Templar. Those are the things that are constant in it. And we've also had an ogre sized figure in each of those. So I think we're probably going to get a dwarf, a Templar, and an ogre of some sort. The other things are kind of like fair game, I think. But I do think some things like when I think of the parts library, like you're talking about, there's things that we've not gotten in a Legion builder, right? Like, so we've seen like that Ninian scaled body. Obviously, we got it in Koi, we got it in the Thraxians, but we don't have any Legion builders that have that body. We've gotten some of the new like 3.0 parts, like with the Mouse King, and with the Jersey Devil, and we got the Cackler coming up, but we don't have any of that with a Legion builder body. There's the imp scale obviously is new. We don't have any of that with a Legion builder body, but that isn't even, I don't know that that's tooled enough to where we would even have that with this, but this is going to be a pre-order too. So I would like to see more stuff that maybe not new in the terms of we've never seen it before, but new in the fact that we've never had it on a $25-$30 Legion builder figure, right?
Right.
So in terms of that, is there anything else that you guys can think of that that you'd be looking for? Jesse, I'll go to you next and see anything else that you'd be like dying to get.
I, I know they were on a lot of the gladiators and stuff, but like those, like the newer legs with the knee articulation, or like the new knee joints going into the different boot styles, or even like the Broder torso, or the Poxus / Scally / Revenant, like kind of scale mail torso, or like the fish mail. I think that would be cool to have that on a builder figure. Yeah, obviously some of the the newer Valiant Knight, if we get any Knight stuff, I'd imagine they'd have all that newer articulation, the newer builds from those things. I think it was on, I don't know if it was Off-World or Purple Gang Gang that we were talking, the definitely some sort of the newer skeleton parts from the Necronominous wave. Even if it's not like the full bear skeleton, like the Skeleton Builder 2, but if it's like the Raider, where it's got like the hip with like the armor piece that goes around the hip, or it could go into like pants or armored legs or something like that. It would be cool.
Brian, anything else that would really be up your alley that you'd be like, yeah, I got to load up on that?
Yeah, you know what? I would love to see more of the Red Death body. Maybe make that a Legion builder, because I've been dying to use that body, and I think I have like 6 or 7 Red Deaths just because I love that body so much. And I can't decide what I want to do with it. Actually, I wanted to do this zombie. I had this head that I painted.
Let me embiggen you. Hold on 1 second. There we go. Oh wow.
Yeah, so I want to put that on a Red Death body, but I want to make it all fleshy and nasty.
That's crazy.
Gross. That's awesome.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, so just kind of looking at this, like I'm trying to do some detective work here and looking at this, I'm like, so this is Deluxe Legion, the Deluxe Legion builder wave, right? And we had the regular reinforcements, and then reinforcements 2. So out of that, we've only had one that was a 2.0, which is the OG Goblin. Nothing else has been 2.0. So, they're definitely leaning into the 1.0. So that's something I would say, probably unlikely that we get 2.0. If we do, it's probably one figure. These two both had skeletons. The reinforcements 2 did not have a skeleton. This one did not have an orc. This one did, and that one did. So 2 out of 3 on orcs, but each one of them had a big figure, right? No, actually, reinforcements 1 didn't have a big figure, so just the 2. So
it had the deluxe barbarian builder.
Gotcha.
Like the OG barbarian builder, but not like a large scale figure.
Yeah, but we did have a Templar and a dwarf and Templar. Dwarf Templar. So that one, I think we're getting a dwarf. I think it'll probably have the newer parts that we've just gotten in the 2-pack. Templar, what we were talking about on Friday, and what I really hope that we get is a female Templar. Just a basic. It doesn't need any soft goods. It could have the old kind of the female, like the one what we have on the female knight or whatever. Yeah, or Dorina, yeah, like just a basic female Templar, dude. I would buy hordes of that. So,
I agree. We're overdue for a female figure for sure. We've gotten a few, but not in this selection.
Yeah, and I don't care if it's a Dark Templar, a Relic Guard, I don't care the color scheme. I just want a female Templar builder. So,
so one of the things, between not counting the deluxe builder wave, because those were all quote unquote new characters or new designs, between reinforcements 1 and 2. So it's 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's 7 figures in both waves. In reinforcements 2, we got 2 brand new builders, the Orc Grunt and the Vampire Phalanx.
Well, the Templar was kind of new too, right? Like as a character.
Yes. Well, yeah.
Because this one already, all these were version 2. This is just a re-release because it missed All-Stars, wasn't that right? Like it was like really close on the All-Star before that, and so. But these 3 were pretty much new. Yeah.
Yeah, but each one came with heads that weren't on the original ones.
Correct.
Like all of them except for the silver horn. He was just a straight 100% reissue, I think, unless they, if there's some tooling updates. But so what? I know some people have commented, and what sort of new type of builder would you guys want to see? Like maybe something we haven't seen.
We haven't had a brute scale builder. Anything brute scale I think would be cool. Anything on the Ninian body I think would be cool. And anything on the Cackler body I think would be cool. Those are three that we don't have enough of. And if you want to customize with those parts, you're taking apart, $80 to $100 figures. So those are ones that I think would be awesome to get personally.
I agree. Actually, I bought that the Jin figure. I can't remember the name of it. And I bought it to cannibalize it, and I opened it and I fell in love with it. Now it's like
it's such a good figure.
It is. I was really like, wow, this is awesome.
That figure is like figure obscura level good, which I think is like the best compliment you could have as a Legion's figure. Like it just really felt like they gave it the full treatment. It's really well done. It's one of those that I think is just way better in hand than what you see on paper. So
I agree.
I think I would like to see a 1.0 female orc.
Yes.
With the Neve or the legendary warrior parts, mix and match maybe some of that brutal armor from the Urzok 2 mixed in, to give it the jagged orc look. I think that would be really cool.
Sign me up, Jesse. You just won me over. So
yeah, I agree.
Because we saw with reinforcements too, like pretty much all of these besides the Silverhorn Sentry had new heads, right? Like we didn't have any other new sculpted parts for these things besides heads, but we had a new head for this one, new head for that one, new head for this one, new head for that one.
Right.
Like so if we got a new orc head and you popped it on that Nieve build and just paint it green instead of the human flesh tones, dude, all day, every day.
Or even if you go female barbarian, but give us a darker skin female barbarian.
That worked too.
That would be cool too. But like, Jeremy, and when they do these specials, they're like, oh, this is a head, we've had sitting around for like the past 5 years, and we finally put it on a figure, like we know that they've got, I mean, we don't know specifically they have other heads, but we know they come out and be like, oh, this head's been sitting around for a while. So there could be, a female head or a new orc helmet head that would work, like an upscaled version of that one with like the tusks coming out under the helmet that would fit a 1.0.
I will say the numbers are not in our favor though, because 0 females, 0 females, 0 females. So in 3 Legion buildery waves, we've had 0 females. Now we do know that, and they've been very upfront with this, that the 2.0s don't sell as well as 1.0s. And now that we have the 1.0 body, I think what you're saying makes sense. And yeah, either a different skin tone or an orc, female orc feels like a home run. Like you take that Nieve body and you put a new sculpted orc head on there and put that as a builder, that feels like a home run to me.
Mm-hmm.
So,
or even the Neve body more than the barbarian, the legendary warrior. I mean, and Tanya or whoever's over at Legion's Ladies Live said the new Delphina Templar or body as a Templar.
I would like that. I don't see us getting that because that's still new. We don't even have that in hand yet. It could be because this is going to be a pre-order, but I don't know. I would think it's going to be stuff that's either in hand now or on the water, like ready to go. Those are kind of parts that I think we'll see.
I would be more excited for that if it wasn't a Templar.
I know you
personally.
would. I know you would.
I don't dislike the Templars, but I would rather see just a female knight builder than specifically a Templar because I already have too many Templars.
I know you do, but there's a reason why there's Templars in each of these waves, and that's because they sell like fucking hotcakes. and
I know. I'm
when you
not
talk
saying
to
I
vendors
expect
and
it.
stuff, they're
I'm
like,
not saying I expect it.
when
I'm just
people
saying
come to
that's
the
what I
table,
would
they're
prefer.
like, I don't know what any of this shit is, but I recognize that, right? So I do feel like we're getting some sort of Templar, and if it was a female, I would love it. So, but yeah, I get what you're saying though. A basic female knight Legion builder of some sort would be awesome as well. So
yeah,
Do
make
you
it the
think they would
deluxe.
change?
Make it a deluxe, like that original deluxe female builder knight, and have it just come with instead of the blue and yellow, have one of the torso swaps be the Templar colors.
What about this from Heinrich? A female Black Knight.
Sure.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah, I would take that. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. Anything else that off the bat that you guys are like, I think this will happen or I want this to happen?
Wait, say that again.
Is there anything else that you guys can think of that you either think will happen this week or that you want to happen this week?
That they just shipped me a whole bunch of new fuzz monk heads.
That would be great, right?
Yeah.
I mentioned this on Friday. One of the other things that I wouldn't be surprised with is if we see some character type packs with these.
That would be great.
Seems like that did really well in the RPG campaign. I know it's something that Jeremy said that him and Eric are very excited about right now is character type packs. And I know one of the biggest knocks on Legion builders in the past have been people will get them sometimes as their first figure and go, why aren't there a lot of paint apps? Why aren't there this? Why isn't there that? And so I think that would be a quick way to spruce up a figure.
There you go. Female knight in like a classic silver gunmetal color scheme. Templar character pack with a soft good torso and tunic. Beautiful. Or a soft good tunic and waist piece and an alternate head. I
take that all day, every day.
Some gladiators would be nice. I don't think we have a lot of those.
Yeah. I mean, we do have from the armory, but yeah.
Yeah.
Jay says want a 1.0 goblin with the new dwarf parts. I could see that. I could see a goblin or a dwarf or both coming with the new parts because right now the only way to get those parts really is from that 2-pack, and that's not cheap, or from the Mouse King. So,
and the goblin can come with like the boot, like the foot of the Urzok 2, where it's got that jagged metal, so you could mix it up so it's not just a repainted heroic looking dwarf armor on a goblin. And
Twizzler says a brute minotaur would be cool, and I do think that is true. I don't think we're going to get a brute minotaur and Legion builder before we get a named brute minotaur. So I would think that we would get that first, but I think it would be awesome. I don't know how they would do it. I know with 1.0 you could maybe get away with it because of the dwarf parts, but I do think that it's kind of ridiculous that we're like 12 years into the line now and we don't have a female goblin. Like, that seems ridiculous to me. We have, like orcs, elves, all these other, like, we got female everything. We even got a female demon. There's only like 5 demons in the line and we got a female demon, but you got a plethora of goblins and we have no female goblins. Like, it's pretty ridiculous. So,
I'm sure we'll get one eventually.
I do too. I would love to have one here, but I would say if things hold, constant, where 7 figures, if we're getting 7 figures, I think we would be lucky to get 1 female. I highly doubt we get 2 females. So,
I wouldn't imagine 2, but
if we're only going to get 1, fuck. I really want the female Templar, but I think I would want a brute scale or the 1.0 scale orc better. I don't know. Well, what would you, if we only get 1 female? What's the one that you would want, Jesse?
The one I would want,
a knight or a orc.
Orc.
Brian.
I agree with you guys. That would be awesome to have a female orc in that body.
Yeah. Yeah. So there you go.
I would take a goblin over a knight as well. Because, I mean, I know it's not a Legion builder, but that Delphina 2 is coming, and that's essentially a Templar.
Freak says Queen Noglin. That would be cool.
Noglina.
A goblin with the Veblean parts. That would be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
That would be interesting. Terrence says heavy infantry knight. Okay. New dwarf goblin. I could see that because it's 1.0. Vampire shock trooper. I don't even know what the hell that means. Woodland warrior and female orc. So, all right. Yeah, I don't know what a vampire shock trooper is. Anybody got an idea on that?
They come with a new hand sculpt.
Gotcha. I don't think that's the type of shock that he's talking about.
Oh. I'm sure someone's going to be shocked that I made that gesture on the show.
He did send me, let me just pull this up over here. He sent me some pictures the other day. So this was just a couple different things that he was kind of throwing out there as possibilities. Obviously, this is AI generated, but this is from Terrence.
Oh.
So this one is like kind of a female night body with like, this one's kind of got like purple. This one's got like the more woodland style. He was saying something in like the Faunus race, because we haven't had anything else with that.
Yeah, I was gonna mention that. That's cool.
And then that one, I don't know if this is what he's talking about as far as a shock trooper, but a new vampire might be kind of cool. The vampire phalanx did not sell well. Like that was, it may still be out there. I don't know.
Yeah, I think they have it on Store Horseman. I bought a few. That black body, I got it. I need it.
Yeah, I personally like. I'm not a big fan of this torso. Like this little skinny, weird torso. Like I don't like. So if it wasn't for that, like if it had something else, and I bought 6 of these. All right, so I'm saying like I still bought these things, but I would have bought with the black parts. I would have bought a couple dozen of these things if it had a different torso. So I don't know if that's what turned other people off. I don't know if it's the weird head inside the helmet. I don't know what it was about this figure that people didn't like. I hope that they don't get that people aren't liking vampires, because I don't think that's the case. But for some reason, people didn't buy this vampire. So
for all the people crying about Black Knights, that's a shame, because it's the same color scheme as a Black Knight.
Yeah. But the thing is, folks, like this is the thing that I gotta impress upon folks. Like, if you like something, you need to spend the money on it, because that's how they look at this stuff and they see what sells and what doesn't sell, and that's what they make the determination on what they're going to make in the future. So, you know, if you like vampires, you should be buying this vampire. Like this should be sold out by now. Like, so yeah, if there's something you like, you need to support it. So,
yeah, I feel like that one's been sold out.
Has it? That it seemed like it was around forever. So
yeah.
Another one, the Shadow Orc Grunt, has been out there, and that's the one that we revealed. That people should have bought that just because of us. But yeah, this is another one with dark limbs that
I just bought some of those last week.
Yeah. Like this is another one that people should have bought out, you know. But we have had, you know, orcs, a lot of orcs, so there maybe that's a little overkill on the orcs or something. I don't know. We've had a lot of knights. I hope that we don't, like, you know, we had, you know, basically like 4 knight bodies in this wave. So I hope we don't get, if we're only getting 7 figures, I hope we don't get like 4 knights. That would be, I'm a little knighted out at this point. So Terrence says metrics matter, vote with your dollars. Absolutely. So for sure.
Yeah, I could be missing it, but it's not on there now.
The Shadow Orc Grunts out too, or the vampire?
The vampire. I wasn't looking for the orc. Yeah, I don't think the orc's there either.
Okay, gotcha. What is going on here?
Oh no, the orc grunt is still there.
Yeah, come on, folks. That's the shooting the shelf figure. You gotta buy that. If in fact we might need to give one away for our 200th episode. So Ruben says Silverhorn Sentry female figure.
I agree with
That'd
that.
be cool.
That would be cool.
I wouldn't I would expect I would like to see what they think is under the Silverhorn Sentry helmet. Like I'd like to see a character.
You want to try to say that again?
So the Silverhorn Sentry. My brain is thinking of a band called Silver Sun Pickups, and it's trying to say that at the same time as Silverhorn Sentry.
Yeah,
I'm just curious because like they're not all whatever that thing, because it comes with it's hooved feet, and then it's got the two different helmets, so we don't know what it is because it can be a variety of different species. So I'd like to see what Eric's thought of what's under that antlered helmet, with the hooved feet.
I've got one more. I'll turn it over to you guys to see if you have anything else. But if we get a ogre size figure, I don't think we get a bear part ogre size figure. I think we get like a Legion Builder version of Baradak or Sir Uxak. I feel like if we get an ogre, it's going to be some sort of gun-metalled version of that build, that armored build, rather than the bear build.
How about a Black Knight ogre?
That I'll take it all day long.
Me too. Me too.
Yep.
The gunmetal sounds like a good idea too. I'd buy that all day.
Yeah, just because we've got like that really bright silver of the Uxak, we've got the black from the Baradak, having like a gunmetal Legion Builder option of that armor would go really well. Like you could break it down and pair it up with some of the other ogres that you already have. Like just take like an arm or take like all of a sudden you make like an ogre gladiator where you give him one armored arm and a pauldron and a strap across his chest or something. Like that would be pretty freaking cool. Dude, what if we get that? What if we get like an ogre gladiator that has like an armored arm and pauldron, and then the other side is bear? Maybe like one, like which one is it that has the armored leg? Is it one of the Mercurians, I think. Is it Vetus? No. Is that the one? One of them has like an armored leg and an unarmored leg. Is it Romulus, maybe?
Romulus has the arm.
Okay.
I know. No, Romulus has.
It's a right arm.
Yeah, and I think Clavius has an armored arm too, doesn't he?
He's got one armored arm, one unarmored. Yeah.
I can't think of anyone that I think. Does one of the skeletons have an armored leg and a bone leg? But I don't think any of the, at least none of the gladiators I have.
But that would be cool if we got like a armored arm and an armored leg ogre that's like a gladiator ogre. That'd be pretty cool. How many times does he need to scream? Female ogre. Yeah,
because that would be a whole new part.
I don't think we're gonna get a new torso. Yeah,
I don't. I'd like a female ogre. I don't see it in a reinforcement wave, but I would love to
see it this year. I just don't see it in this wave. Yeah. I do think it's too early for the imp. I would love to get an imp, but I think it's too early. So
I could maybe see an imp or something new as a drop at Legion's Con. If they do another surprise drop to show off what's, like they did with the Valiant and with the skeleton last year and 2 years ago, whenever that was. But I'd see that more as a table drop than a reinforcement.
Dub says we need it. We need a lot of things, Dub. We need a skeleton ogre. We need more. We need a female troll. We need a female goblin. There's a lot of things we need.
I want to know what ghost elves are.
There you go. We need more
All
fuzz monk.
right. I
So,
remember that. Yeah.
No, I'm not saying the line needs more fuzz monks. I do.
Yeah.
well, I think we do. We need more anyway. Like it. Yeah, I just want to see more of that body. All right, last call. Anything else, guys, that you pop in your head that you'd like to see or think we might see on Friday? Brian?
I really like the skeletons. I would like to see more of those bone, like the graveyard skeletons type, with armored parts. I bought a bunch of those, and I'm still haven't figured out how to pop and swap them yet. But maybe not in. I do like the gray color. Don't get me wrong, but I would like to see just standard bone color, like the uh they made a few. The one that comes with the horned helmet and from the last wave.
The Raider.
The
Yes.
skeleton Raider. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but with more like night parts, something like that.
I guess give us a generic knight and a skeleton 2-pack
Okay.
that has the hip piece on the skeleton that you can swap out the armor on, like the Raider hip piece, where
So
you can
kind of
use
mix and match.
Yeah, so you don't have to have that special ball joint.
That'd be cool.
Or just
All
a
right.
2-pack of skeletons and a generic knight that would go with one of them or something, like in the standard color.
How about
sure.
a Templar with the red cloth instead of the white or the black? That would be cool.
Oh yeah.
A Swiss Templar.
That's exactly what that would look like.
Comes with a little pocket knife.
Yeah.
This is our Swiss Army Templar. So Brian, what other kind of you got any customs that you are currently working on that you want to talk about, or anything you got going on?
I have a couple in my long laundry list of things I want to work on. So I actually, Fig Pics from Instagram asked me to do a Riddick custom.
Oh, nice.
So I had a sculpt made so I could make the custom. Gian Art helped me with that, and I'm just looking for some bearskin body, but I dried them all up from the deluxe builder, so now I have to paint over one, which I would prefer not to paint over the skins because because of the rubbing, and when you're playing with it, it comes off. So I wanted to do a Harley Quinn like mythic style custom. Mr. Freeze, I'm working on that. Mythic style. I did a couple. I did a Batman, I did a Joker, I did a Scarecrow. I got a Riddler that's in parts I'm gonna do. And I don't know what I just came up with this idea just to splash some paint on them. And I got it from the demon Joker custom that I did. And then I started, let me just throw some paint on it and see what it looks like. And actually, I really dig it. So that's how I'm gonna do the Riddler, with the splash of like a question mark on the chest. But I haven't decided if I want to do it in an armor style or like a just standard body. The Mr. Freeze, I thought about doing it in a knight body and make him like a cleric. But I haven't decided on the head. I think one of the things that sets Mr. Freeze apart is those goggles, and I'm like, I don't have anything with that. So should I sculpt it? So I got a couple things. Somebody asked me to do a Punisher.
Nice.
Punisher. I did a Ghost Rider, but the head that I had for it, I dropped it in Protocol of Flames. So I put whatever flame head that I found in my fodder pile, but I gotta redo that one. I have an angelic custom that I want to do, but I'm waiting for the next wave to come out so I can pull the wings off of that knight that comes with the white and purple.
Yeah. The Iosef, the Joe Russo one. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm waiting for that. And I don't know, you guys probably know Joe Suter already. So I'm like, hey.
Oh yeah.
I need that pre-order.
Yeah. He sells off all the parts and stuff like that. He does some awesome popping and swapping too. I know we were talking about Maverick earlier, but Joe Suter does some awesome stuff as well. So
yeah.
Very cool.
What about you guys? What are you guys working on these days?
Jesse, have at it.
Well, I'm working on that little board thing I showed at the beginning. What we got, Yosef here?
Yeah, he was talking about that figure, so I was just pulling it up.
Oh,
yeah, you're working on your CarverCon graph, right?
Yes. So I'll give more details on that on episode 200, but the plan is to debut it in full at CarverCon, and if it goes well, I will have it again at Legions Con.
Nice.
But yeah, stay tuned. So I'm working on that. So that's not specifically figures, but there's part of it that will have figures and customs involved with it. Trying to put together Orvar out of suit, but I need to get one of those extra heads. Did Billy make bigger neck pegs, or does someone have taller neck pegs for this guy?
If anybody would have it, I would think Billy does, but I'm not positive.
So
that would be a good addition.
Working on him. I'm working on some customs for people. I'm repainting my Battle Cat from the new movie to be an actual like tiger colors to be a mount for a Hera Serpent Spire. My CarverCon project figures up here, but I'm not showing that off. Oh, I can show this off. I put together this with my final order from Planetary Dog Toys. It's my D&D character for the campaign I'm playing at my in-person game. He's a
that's cool
folk barbarian. So he's got
final order from their 10-year going out of business sale.
Well, I mean the last order I'm putting in, yeah. But yeah, with some of the dwarf parts, mixed Anubis arms with Ganesha forearms, just to give him that bulkier, like kind of Popeye look to his forearms. Mouse King legs and what is that? The legs are from. Well, that's still from Mouse King, and then the feet are from Anubis. Yeah. So, just to give him that kind of bigger animal look. So that'll be fun to get him finished.
That's a pricey figure.
Yeah.
I have. Let me pop this over here. Nope, that's not right. Let me scratch that. Go to entire screen, and here we go. All right. So production has finished on my second round of brushes. So they are getting ready to package this off and ship it, and hopefully it makes it through all the import and all that kind of stuff before CarverCon. I would love to have these by CarverCon, but there you see like the box full of the boxes. You can see the actual box art there, and then one of the individual brushes. So that's been the big thing that I've got going in the works, but been also painting every week. Paint on Saturday mornings on Mod Squad over on the Legions Ladies channel. Paint on Customizing Studio Sunday afternoons. So doing some live painting. We had a bunch of people jumping in and joining with us. So anytime that anybody wants to jump in and paint with us, they can. But I've been painting just kind of odds and ends. Like today I painted, this thing that I showed. And then I also painted like a Darkwing Duck head and an anvil that I painted. So just kind of, just different stuff here and there. I do have a couple customs, a couple commissions that I'm working on for Legions Con. One of them is finished already. The other one I'm probably 80% done with. And then, just different things here and there. So trying to stay busy, like you said, Brian, like you get the everyday work stuff and life and everything in your head, and you sit down and paint, and some of that just kind of goes away. Yeah. And so kind of becomes your happy place. So I'm not really as concerned with the output as much as the process itself is really, and the fact that we're doing it like live on YouTube and hanging out with other folks and stuff. It's really for me, it's therapeutic because, like, you know, I'm not on the East Coast. I don't get to make it to a bunch of different shows and stuff like that. So, being able to hang out with folks each week and paint live is awesome. Yeah. So that's what I'm more doing it for than anything else.
By the
So,
way, the blue on the brushes, you
yeah.
got me there. So definitely gonna be
Yeah.
buying some of those. Blue's my favorite color. I do have a set of the brushes I got from you at Legion's Con last year, and I
Yeah.
held off for forever until like 2 weeks ago, and I finally had to open it. I'm sorry.
that's
and
what they're there for. So,
and I pushed. I actually painted this whole figure with the larger brush to dry brush, and I
mhm.
loved it, man. It came out really nice.
That looks great, man.
I
Yeah,
see.
I had Blake, you know, our buddy Blake, had said like not too long ago, like, because he had bought a set of brushes. He's like, yeah, but I don't really want to open it because it's like all nice and pretty, and you signed it and stuff. And I was like, all right. So I sent him another set just so that he would open up and use it. I'm like, I don't want the fact that it looks nice to be a hindrance from people actually opening it and using it. Like, that's the whole idea, is for it, you know. But I did like the like wooden look of the original one, but I thought for the second set I wanted to try something different, and it's really hard to get it in a picture. I think I've got a little video. I have to switch channels real quick. Hold on. Did I remove it? Oh, here it is. I think this is it. Here, hold on. Let me see. So that's it there. So it has kind of like a metallic flake to it as well. That's hard to capture in pictures, but I think when people see it, you know, it's blue with a little metallic flake, which is pretty cool. So I'm pretty happy about it. All right. We have Legion's Ladies Live, which I believe is Tanya in here, says, thank you, Brian, for talking Dragon's Horde into carrying legions. So there you go. I don't know what led to that. Was there some sort of conversation that you had with them to talk them into it? Oh, did you lose audio? Oh shit! When I embiggened, he might have lost it. Let me try. Can you hear me now? Jesse, try talking. See if he can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Nope.
No.
He might have
Can
to
you
log
hear
out.
me?
You might have to log out and back in. Let's see. I might have fucked it up with StreamYard. Sorry, folks. My bad. I'll type it in the private chat. Or his earbuds might have died. Can you hear us, Brian?
Nope.
Hello?
Yep. Can you hear us?
All right, sorry. Yeah,
We can hear you.
I lost the audio there. Sorry.
Oh, but you got us now?
Yep. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Cool. I thought I screwed it up. It sounds like maybe your earbuds maybe just died. So there we go. Okay. So yeah, Tanya was saying to thank you for talking Dragon's Horde into carrying legions. Is there a story there?
So yes, actually, my brother and Sherry, my sister-in-law, own Dragon's Horde.
Oh, nice.
Zach is the owner of the building, and I told him how much I love the action figures, and I would have loved for them to carry those. So I kept talking them up, and I said, hey, you really got to get these figures in here. I could put in the money,
Mm-hmm.
and, or put a part of it in so we can get them in there. And they ended up going in, and now they're like really loving the figures. I mean, we text each other probably once a week, once every 2 weeks, and Zach will ask me, "You think we should get these?" I'm like, "Hell yeah, I would have to buy them."
Yeah.
But
And
yeah,
that's like isn't it like a miniature and painting store and that kind of thing? Like,
yeah. So they have a lot of paints, Warhammer. They do a lot of Magic tournaments, and that was the other card game, the Arcana. Arcana.
mhm.
Um,
Yeah, I think I remember Tanya saying that they've had like some painting nights there where like people come and paint there at the place and stuff. So that's really cool.
yeah, it's very chill. My brother's the one with the long crazy hair. His name is Steven. He loves painting now. Like, I actually got him into it. I said, hey, look what I did. And he's like, oh, I want to try that too. So yeah, he carries all types of paints, and yeah, he's having a good time with it. And then we're getting into. We just ordered some of the barbarian builders, so we're gonna have those. They're already on pre-order on the site already.
Oh, nice.
Totally not a plug, but we're just having a conversation.
No, that's cool. And they're down in North Carolina, is that correct?
Yes, in Greensboro. Yeah.
Nice. Very cool. So yeah, if you're down in that North Carolina area, make sure you check them out. You can definitely find your paints and your figures there. So awesome. Have they, I don't know if you know this, but like have they found like from their people that were doing more of the like the Warhammer and the miniatures and stuff that they've seen these and asked questions and have gotten into it?
I haven't heard too much about them. I know my brother does tell me they ask some questions that what are they, I think a lot of people kind of just look at them and say they're cool, but because there isn't a like it's not like an IP like Marvel or anything that's recognizable, so it's only going to attract a certain crowd. But what I told my brother was like open a few of them and put them on the cash register and let people play with them and take them apart. Let people put them together there, or heck, I'll send you a bucket of parts and just throw them on the table and have them just put stuff together so they can. That was the part that actually kind of drew me in, was the ability to kind of make your own characters.
Yeah.
I am admittedly very terrible with remembering all the names.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't have me personally, and this is not a knock on the figure line. I love the figure line. Actually, this is the only figure line I collect, but currently, and I like just kind of making my own stuff. And what I really wanted to when they announced the video game, with the War of Aetherblade, I went in on that because I really wanted to get more ingrained into the story, but unfortunately. That didn't happen. So, but now we have a board game that maybe I can kind of, deep dive into the lore a little bit more. And I know there's bios and it's all that stuff.
Yeah.
On the side, but me personally, I need a little bit more than the bios. I need like a story. I understand there was a comic book, but I was late. I came in at the advent of Decay. That's when I came in. I think the comic book kind of dried up, and I never really kind of took the time to try to like purchase one like on eBay or something. But I love the toys. I mean, they're fantastic. This is the only toy line that I want to say play with, that I actually take the time to pose them and do things with them. So I just love the figure line. I would like to see more from them, but they've been killing it. I mean, if you see the progression from start to finish, I'm just absolutely just flabbergasted with the amount of progress they've made. I mean, I got this older body into something like, sorry, the camera's just going something like this. I mean, that's huge. And I mean, kudos to the Four Horsemen. I just can't say enough about the toy line. I mean, that's all I post on my Instagram is just pictures of things that I'm working on with these toys. I mean, yeah, I got my Marvel and all that stuff. I still collect my Hot Toys. That's it. But the Marvel Legends, I'm doing away with all that stuff. I made a conscious decision to say, you know what, I prefer to just support smaller companies and new IP. So this is where my heart is right now.
Very cool. Yeah, I mean, considering that the line is built off of being able to be modular and swapping it, the fact that they're still able to innovate and come up with new stuff and new parts to the library and still create better articulation and stuff, but still have it be able to be swappable with anything that came out in like the very first wave is pretty cool. The fact that we've got like brute scale parts, we've got the 3.0 double jointed arms and stuff that you could pop on something that you got in the original Kickstarter. Like it still works. It's all cross compatible. So it's pretty neat that they're able to do that and innovate while at the same time maintaining what they've already built, right? You don't have to like throw that all out and start over. So it's pretty cool.
One question that still kind of lingers in my head is like, you'll remember the Delta Guard figure. What happened to that head? I don't think I'll ever see that head on another figure. And I often wonder what people think about it, because I stare at it sometimes. I actually painted a little bit over it. And I'm like, I probably shouldn't have done that, because it goes back to what I was saying earlier about preservation. I think that figure pretty much dried up, and now I kind of just ruined a figure that I could have kept.
Yeah, I it's funny you say that, because I had a Deltagar and I sent it to Kevin McCoy because it's been like a grail of his for a while. He's been looking for one, and like it just sitting on my shelf. It was like in my bottom DTOF, and I never look at it or anything, but I've never used the Deltagar head. Like I've always used the Mercurian head on it. So that head's been just sitting in a pile, like in a baggie upstairs somewhere in a box. And so I gathered that all and sent it to him, and he actually has that Deltagar head on it. And I'm like, that head has not seen the light of day in 5 years. so it's good that it's finally getting its love. It's getting its day, on Kevin's shelf, because it definitely wasn't going to be on mine. Because I look at that head and I'm like, nope, I'd rather have the Mercurian head. So, but yeah, that's one that we probably won't see again. So, yeah, for sure. All right. So you said you're collecting Hot Toys, you're collecting Legions. Any other lines that you are still collecting besides that?
There's a couple new ones that I've been looking at. I do love what I'm collecting right now, but I also want to support other companies. I actually had quite a bit of an investment on the Ashen Oath figure line, and I was gutted. Gutted. Like I was like, oh man. But I believe that it's gonna have its time, and it's gonna kick ass. That's my belief. It's gonna happen.
Yeah. I know like AWOC, they didn't fund the first time around. There's a few companies that did not fund the first go round, and then they kind of went back to the drawing board and came back with something even better. And I was trying to see if I could find it, but I heard that somebody that Brian had posted like an update to some of the articulation that he's going to be doing on the Ashen Oath. So it sounds like he's already kind of working on some other things to make it better. Which is cool, because it's one of those things where in this community, like people are definitely going to try to support you, and if you get knocked down, you just get up and brush yourself off and keep moving forward. So it sounds like he is firmly working on the next version of Ashen Oath, and as J Max says here, Ashen Oath shall return for sure.
Yeah, so I gotta respect the commitment and dusting himself off and the work that he put into it, and the energy that off the back, you got my attention, right? Because you can tell that he loves what he built, and that's something that I definitely want to invest in, support for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see. Chris says an update to their ability to pop and swap. So making it a little bit more pop and swap friendly, which I think is awesome. So we'll see what that looks like. But yeah, I can't wait to see the next go round of that. anything else that any other as far as like newer IPs and that kind of stuff that you've been getting into?
The Rising Suns caught my attention.
Mhm.
So I'm considering that one. But as I start to kind of get a little bit older, and right now with my son, I'm starting to think about bigger house, shelf space, and stuff. Actually, when he was born, I had to take my room where I had all my stuff and pretty much gut it. So all my toys are in tubs and in closets and stuff. And my wife's like, "Go buy a new house," and I'm like, "The market is not in my favor. Hold on." So yeah, right now this is like my little section right here that I get to kind of enjoy and look at, and then I have a pile of parts and that's from all the toys that
Carnage.
I massacred and butchered to make customs. So the work and all that stuff's downstairs, but there's a couple of Kickstarters that I've been looking at, and I'm just kind of weighing out my options, see where to shift the finances and stuff. But
Blake popped in here, says I had coffee with Brian last week. Prepare to be amazed. So there you go. All right. Anything else that you've been besides customizing and toy collecting? Any TV shows, books, movies, anything else that you've been into lately?
I'm a huge gamer. I mean, I play games pretty much if it's an hour, 30 minutes every day. I got 2 Switches, I got 3DS, I have every PlayStation system there is. The only system I don't own is the Xbox. They screwed me twice, and I'm like, screw those.
Nice.
Shit ton of games, and my backlog is so crazy, man. Every chance I get, I try to chip in at my backlog. Actually, I didn't even buy a Resident Evil Requiem, and I'm just like so upset because everybody's telling me how good it is, and I'm like, well, my backlog is so big, I don't want to buy a game that's gonna sit in a wrapper, and there's all these new toys coming out. I want to buy some new toys, So that's what's
your go-to right now on your backlog?
Right now I am playing a game called Steel Rising. It's like a dark, it's a Souls-like style game. Dark Souls is my favorite game. I have all their games. Any game that man puts out, I'm buying. I don't care what it is.
Very cool.
And I'm playing through that, and then I have a lot of indie games, that get them when they're on sale, like 10-15 bucks. And because I'm a PlayStation Premium subscriber, I get a lot of free stuff. So that's an opportunity for me to try something that I think looks cool that I'm not spending money on it. Worst case scenario, I'll try it for an hour or two. If I don't like it, just turn it off and disconnect. But my choices in games have definitely been reduced since my son's born. Trying to kind of navigate my time and spend the right amount of time with family, balance work, friends, hobbies, and stuff like that. So but I always make time for video games. That's non-negotiable. Then goes to sleep, I'm gonna go play for an hour and then I'll go to sleep.
Did you get into Baldur's Gate 3 at all?
I didn't buy that one. I heard it's fantastic. Baldur's 2 was awesome. I really loved that game. I believe they came out with a remastered. But I have the old PS. Sometimes I'll go back and play my older games because I think them much better than the newer stuff. So my friends think I'm weird, like, oh, it's all this nice shiny graphics. Yeah, but this is it was built off of this.
Right.
Like, the same thing with the movies. Like, I'm an 80s, I like the original stuff. I don't care if the special effects, are not good anymore. That's what I like. You got to respect the craft. Right now, everything's convenient. We got computers and, CGI and all that stuff. You got to respect the craft. People built some of this. Clash of the Titans is one of my favorite movies. I'm
with you, man. That's
I love that movie.
One of the best. Yeah.
And my wife will say, why are you watching that old movie? I mean, the claymation, the Kraken. Come on, how could you not love that?
Yeah, Clash of Titans is amazing. So I grew up off of that. But I know what you're talking about. Like my my son, he plays a lot of games and he gets a little cocky. You know, nowadays, like kids will pick up a game and within a weekend they've beaten it. He gets a little cocky, and this has been years ago, but I sat him down and like plugged in an old NES, and I had him play like Ghosts and Goblins. Fucking within like 20 minutes, he was in tears. Like, you don't even know. Like you guys have it so fucking easy now. Like they just walk you through this shit, you know. I'm like, let me show you a real game, you know.
Right.
Like put in like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle game and have them go through the fucking underwater level, right, with the fucking electric stuff. Like, yeah, you don't even know.
I saw a post saying that if they say I'm gonna give this to my kid, and if they beat it, I'll give him $1,000.
Exactly.
You know you're not gonna beat it, so it's like,
yeah.
I would love to test that to see if my son can actually do it when he grows up. But yeah, that game, you know, I don't want to swear because it's over here. Yeah.
Did you guys ever have Sega?
Oh, yeah.
Genesis?
I still have your. I still
You
have.
guys
I had the
remember
Sega Master System too.
one of the games on there that was, I think, one of the most infuriating and difficult games, and then just weirdest games, was Echo the Dolphin. Did you ever play that?
I saw it, but I never knew what it was.
Yeah, it's
Oh my gosh!
I'm with you, Jesse, man. I'm not a fan. I did play it, and I tried to get through it, but I couldn't.
It's you're a dolphin. It starts off, you're like in the ocean, and you know you're like trying to avoid dangerous things. It was kind of like a side scroller, but like it was a kind of it was really complicated because like you don't have hands. You can't do, you know, you could like swim and you could like ram into stuff, and like you had like the echolocation or something, but like you end up on like an alien spaceship by the end of it that's like all filled with water, and it was so weird and it was so hard.
Well, that is they actually came out with 2, so that means that the first one, you got enough people to buy one game to then make a second. I don't know how they pulled that off, but good for Sega to do that.
It was good. Like the graphics at the time, like the graphics on that game blew me away, you know, back in mid 90s.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone else was playing Mortal Kombat, and I'm there with my dolphin.
Yeah, was that?
I was still by you know, early to mid 90s. I was still playing Tecmo Bowl. Like that was, man. We would get kids together from the neighborhood. We would have, I don't know, 10, 15 kids to get together, and we would play these tournaments, and everybody would put in $5, and we would have a bracketed tournament playing Tecmo Bowl, and the winner would take it all. And so like that was the big thing to do, was to go and spend the whole day either playing Tecmo Bowl or watching other people play Tecmo Bowl, and hope that you could make it to the finals and win money. That was our version of a poker game. So
that's a very good game.
Oh, loved it. Loved it. Love Clash of Titans. Absolutely. So good. We've been watching He-Man and Thundercats. Yeah.
Me too.
There you go.
I just bought, like, I've been buying a lot of 80s cartoons.
Mm.
I'm going through He-Man right now because I didn't finish the whole season when I was younger. I'm halfway through that, and then I bought Thundercats because I was having such a good time with it. I didn't want to wrap it up. And then, long and behold, I said, well, I got to get Voltron. And then I ended up getting Mega Man. I'm going down the rabbit hole. I'm just buying everything right now. I even bought Gem. Yeah. My wife was like, well, buy Gem. And I'm like, I don't know if I watch that, but if you want to, that's fine.
G says Curtis was hustling early. G, I was the only kid in my area because I grew up in the St. Louis area, but I was the only kid that was a Raiders fan. And so I got to play with Bo Jackson. So Tecmo Bowl with Bo Jackson, dude, you're not fucking losing. Like, come on. Like, I gotta put in my money on that. So the dude's unstoppable. So all right. So you've got a con coming up in September. You're gonna give us some information so we can promote that for you.
Actually, it was Flower City Con.
It's which one?
Flower City Con.
Flower City Con. Okay.
Yep.
So when that gets closer, make sure you remind us. We'll throw some promotion out there. And then at Legion's Con, people can come see you. What area are you in at Legion's Con? Like where you set up?
I don't have a setup. I'm actually sharing space with Josh Brown.
Gotcha.
I'm not like I'm a very I say I'm a shy person, you know. At work, you know, I have to put up with a lot of people. Yeah, that's my job. I get paid for that. But when I'm you know, I'm on the street, I just want to chill out. You know what I mean?
Just relax. Yeah.
I want to relax.
Sure.
You know? But you know, I gotta kind of warm up to people, and then I've been through a lot of stuff in my life. It's just something that I personally have to deal with. You know, but I think Legion's Con is a good place to kind of hang out and, you know, talk to friends and, you know, especially about stuff that I got made fun of. You know, it's like, oh, why are you collecting toys? That's for kids. And I'm like, that's what I like.
Yeah. And then you go to Legion's Con and that's all everybody does.
Right. So
yeah, you're with your people.
Nice to be in that environment because I was always told, like, why are you buying? You're wasting your money and stuff. I was like, don't worry about what I'm doing with my money. All right. So this is what I like, and this is what I'm going to continue to do, and, you know, shut up and piss off, you know. So
where in the New York area? He said, are you in New York City itself?
No, I live in Rochester,
New York.
I'm an hour away from Buffalo, about 3 hours away from Canada.
Gotcha. Awesome. All right. Anything else that you want to promote or let people know about before we close it out?
No. I'm just very grateful for the opportunity to hang out with you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you for offering to promote. I'm not the type of person to kind of self-promote anything like that. You know? I just let things flow, and, you know, people want to gravitate to. That's great, you know. But thank you so much for the opportunity to hang out. I'm very grateful. Thanks.
Absolutely. And, you know, it's a good thing if you're not real quick, the good thing, if you're not the kind of person that's able to self-promote, it's a good thing that you have Blake in your corner, because Blake promotes you all the time, like nonstop. So you would think that you were paying Blake to promote you. So go ahead, Jesse.
I totally didn't realize, and I didn't think to mention earlier. Let's shout out your handle on Instagram so we can tell people where to go. I should have done this way earlier. I'm so sorry.
You want to give them your Instagram there, Brian?
Oh,
Brian,
sorry. It's under. Actually, it's funny because I never wanted to do the whole Instagram thing. A friend of mine kept pushing me. He actually does a lot of art. And he was like, you should put your stuff on Instagram. I was like, I don't think my stuff is all that good, man. I don't want to put that out there. And so I just came up with this anime name from an anime that I like called Samurai X. So Tajuro Hiko, which is the person who raised and trained Rurouni Kenshin. So it's under H. Sajuro. But a lot of people are like, how do you say that? I'm like, just Instagram, just put Sajuro Hiko and, you know, and put it together. So I just stuck with it. But yeah, it's been a fun ride. You know, I've got to meet a lot of great people. I get to see a lot of cool art. I only follow toys, photography, stuff that I like, you know, cooking sometimes because my cooking's still a little weak. I'm doing all right. I'm not doing too bad.
I just want to summarize just to make sure everybody heard, including Jesse, but you're saying that your friend pushed you into creating an Instagram and it's been good for you. Is that what I heard you say?
Yes.
Okay. Just want to make sure that everybody heard that.
Right.
Including the people in
All
the
right,
back.
Curtis, let's dial back to the beginning of that sentence. Who was it, Brian? Your friend. Not if some random stranger that you didn't know is just like, hey, I like your picture, start an Instagram account. Curtis can get away with it. Like that's part of Curtis's charm. I can't. That's not a skill I have. So Curtis, if you want to go pressure Jim, I don't remember his last name at the moment, but
Jim Kelly.
You want to go pressure Jim Kelly into starting an Instagram account? By all means, go ahead.
All right. Anybody out there that is good friends with Jim Kelly, tell him, He needs to start an Instagram account. So Josh Brown threw it out in the chat as well, your Instagram, and he said, I'll help because no one knows how to say it. There you go.
I figured it was something like that. I've never watched that show. I've heard of it, but so I'm not familiar with that character's name. So like, it's one of those things where people have, and I'm sure it happens with mine too. Because like, I mean, just shelve it. You know, if you don't know me on Facebook as that, like that's a weird thing to look up. So like, when I see someone, especially where I'm more familiar with their Instagram name, and then I learn their real name, like it's a real disconnect of like of reality, you know? So like, I think I knew you first through the Instagram page before I learned your actual name. So I was like, it was the longest time before I put it together that you, Brian, were the same as your handle.
Yeah. I get that. Freak says just followed. He also said it was nice getting to know you better, Brian. So there you go.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
And then G followed you now as well.
Thank you.
Yeah, make sure you go out there and follow him, as well as the Instagram accounts that we showed at the beginning of the show during shelf selections. If you're not following those, follow those people, except for the one that Jesse didn't bother to badger the guy into making one. So
to Jesse's credit, that was an amazing picture. Now
it was a great one. Yeah, for sure.
I saw it, but like, I think before I saw it, Anthony Housefield tagged me in it as a shelf selection. And I was like, oh, I'm going to get crap for this, but I would have, if I would have seen this, I would have picked it even when I gotten tagged in it. So yeah, kudos for Jim. That was, I love that, especially because we had the one last week with Bodvar just catching the regular fish with the waterfall. I thought it was a fun.
Yeah, I was like, this is a fish. That's not a knife. Yeah. This is a knife.
That's a good movie too, by the way.
Yeah.
It's a great movie.
All right. Well, thank you, Brian. We're going to put you backstage to close out the show. If you've got to run, we totally understand. If not, hang out, and we will be right with you as soon as we close it out.
All right. Thank you. Appreciate
Thanks for being on.
Thanks for being here. Thanks to your family.
All right. That is another show. 197 complete. We have 198, 199, and then boom, the big 200. Yes. Folks, be working on any videos that you want us to play. Shoot that off to us. They can be heartfelt. They can be funny. They can be angry. You could tell us that you don't like our show and we'll still play it. Yeah, whatever you want. As long as it's not, something that we can't play on the YouTubes. So there you go.
Yeah, like no copyrighted music, no nudity, no violence.
There you go. But you can tell us off. You can flip some tables, throw some chairs, whatever. That's fine.
Nothing political.
Yeah, there you go. Jesse, what you got going on this week?
Well, nothing. I mean,
okay.
The usual stuff, but I we've got episode 198 next week, which we'll get to in a moment. But I want to promote this because this is something no one's really talking about at the moment. It's not getting a lot of buzz, and I know it's not close enough for you to get to. I think you would have fun, but for a one-day show, I know that would be a lot of effort. But I'm talking about the Maryland Toy Expo coming up in the day before our 200th episode. June 13th at the Maryland State Fairgrounds in Timonium, Maryland. So it's the closest
same day as the Pac Northwest. So you'll have East Coast and West Coast coolness.
Yes, and come see PB&J.
Nice,
right next to the Horseman table. Because it's not a full studio team, but there will be a couple people representing the Horsemen. I'll let them make all that announcements. But if you've been there the last couple of years, expect to see some of the same people. I believe Purple Gang is going to be there. I think they were talking about that last night. But
is that the one that you guys like rent like an Airbnb and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah. I might have to see about that.
It's real close to the Baltimore airport. So if you fly, but yeah, it's a long drive, but you'd be welcome to crash at my place on the way back.
I'll see. I don't know that I can make it
on the way here.
I'll take a look.
Okay. because it's only an hour. It's like an hour from my
because
place.
that's probably got to be pretty
man.
reasonable since you guys are splitting the cost of that place, right?
We could do episode 200 in person together.
Oh wow. Is that the week of episode 200?
Yeah.
Oh wow, that'd be crazy. That'd be crazy to do it live.
Convenient, convenient that you're visiting Cookie's aunt that weekend.
Yeah, he's always got something going on. He couldn't come on PGG last night because his kids were having a sleepover. He's always got something. So
no, I'm saying it's convenient because it's in Maryland.
Oh, okay. So he's saying he maybe could make it because he's always going to be.
I don't know. I don't know which way he's going, but I'm taking it as he's using visiting the aunt as an excuse to go to the toy show.
There you go. I'm using visiting Legions Con as an excuse to hang out with G and go find a stick in his woods. So
that sounds like a euphemism.
It's not a metaphor.
I didn't say metaphor. I said euphemism. I'm gonna find
it's not a euphemism. It's not any of that.
But next week, the end of the week. Well, not the end of the week. Next episode 198. Next weekend, we've got Quaid and probably Terrence and who knows who else joining us from Tide Realm Corsairs.
Dude, Terrence is going to be there. Terrence doesn't let Quaid go anywhere without him. That dude is like sleeping in his house right now. Like, you know it. Like he's taken up one of Quaid's rooms for sure.
Yes. I started to do my normal graphic for this and I was like, I'm not drawing over all three of these guys. I'm just gonna.
He's probably like wearing Quaid's clothes at this point. Like,
okay.
It's yeah, but let me. There we go. We are at 134,456 on a goal of 155 with 14 days left to go. So yeah, go and back this if you haven't already, and check it out. So. There you go.
Don't make any promises this time, Curtis. We don't want to curse.
Yeah, that's true. I did want to pull up another Kickstarter to promote, if that's okay, Jesse. Real quick. So this is one that Heinrich let me know was going on. I didn't know about it, and it didn't switch. Hold on, let me. I'm not sure who out there is going to be interested in this, but it super interested me, and I appreciate Heinrich for letting me know. But there is a new book coming out, a deluxe hardcover of the DC art for Michael Turner. Michael Turner was my favorite comic artist, died way too early, unfortunately. And, I love his art, especially the stuff that he did for DC. And they have a Kickstarter launching soon with his art that he did for DC Comics. They did one not too long ago with the stuff that he did for Marvel, which I hear is an amazing book. I do not have that one. But this one is out there. The landing page is out there. It hasn't started yet, but you can definitely go out there and hit the notify button. If you also are a fan of Michael Turner's artwork and you'd like to have a nice little art hardcover book in your collection, go out there and hit the notify on this. So
nice.
There you go. And then tomorrow morning, Jesse, I don't know if you got to work or what you got going on or if you're busy, but tomorrow morning we're going to be painting. We're going to be over live on the Legions Ladies channel as well as the Art by Ackerman channel. We're going to be painting tomorrow, 9 a.m. Eastern. So if you or anybody else out there watching right now would like to paint with us, let us know. We will send you the link, and we will see you tomorrow morning for some extra painting. We'll also be back on Wednesday because Jeremy doesn't have a show again this Wednesday, and we'll be painting Wednesday night on the Legions Ladies channel and the Art by Ackerman channel. So 2 times extra this week, in addition to our normally scheduled programs, where you're going to have a chance to either watch us paint and ask us questions or jump in and paint with us. So sounds good. You think you'll make either of those, either tomorrow or Wednesday?
Unless something comes up for my stepmom Wednesday night, I don't see why I wouldn't make that. And as long as I can get my groggy ass out of bed on a day I don't have to wake up tomorrow, I'll be here.
Sweet. All right. So there you go. You might have Jesse tomorrow painting. So
Rip.
beautiful. And I will be right after this. I'll be on Toy Hammer After Dark over on the Wraith Mace channel. And I think that's about all I've got going on until next week's mail call. So Jesse, anything new, whatever this is, and any lore and more or any of that kind of stuff?
Tomorrow would be a great day to do some lore and more. So it depends on how invested I get in painting. If I hyper focus on it after the show, but if I, just do it while we're doing it live, and do other things. Yeah, I'm going to finish up lore and more though very soon. Before episode 200 drops, I will have at least the All-Star 6-Way finally finished.
If you get bored and you want to record a Wednesday win shot, we could do that as well. On any of the recent movies, we've got several movies that we've watched recently.
Yeah,
we got. Did you watch Mortal Kombat?
Yep.
Mortal Kombat, got Grogu and Mandalorian. We got Project Hail Mary. We got a lot of things. So
yeah.
So if you get bored tomorrow, let me know.
All right.
All right, folks. Well, I think that's going to do it. But remember, send us your videos, 2 minutes or less. All right. So.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Something like that. What? It's on your
shelf.
No!